Hey there guys, how's it going? SHAREfactory here again, and we're back into Fallout 76 continuing with our Let's Build. Now we are going straight on from where we left off last time. You will remember if you watched anyway, you'll remember I didn't realise we were coming to the end of the video, so I just kept on talking and suddenly the screen was black. So I'm sorry for that. So in this episode I'm just going to carry on decorating this little camp out here. I was going to call it a settlement there, but it can't really be called that, can it? Now this thing for some reason won't move. And I don't know why. I don't know why I can't get it to move. I do wrestle with it for a couple of seconds and end up scrapping it, because I just can't work out why it won't move. I have no idea why it wouldn't move. So I try putting in the fridge over here, and then I go back to put in the cooker. But the cooker doesn't seem to sit. And I don't know whether it's because it doesn't go across them two floors. It doesn't like it. It doesn't like it cannot be placed here. It interacts with something. I don't know, maybe it's the height of the ceiling on that side. Maybe that could be it, I suppose, because it does have the flue coming out of the top. But oh well, it just means that I have to swap these two around, because funny enough the actual the fridge will fit in there even though it's taller. So that's alright, it works. We'll swap these over now. Get that into the right place where we're happy with it. Don't want it too close to that fire, that's why I wanted it on the other side. Well, I suppose it is right next to the oven, so I can't really complain about it being next to the fire either, because they're both going to be giving off heat. So we've got that there, and we're going to have a little seating area over here as well. So we're going to move over to seating, and we've got to put a door in over there. Oh no, we've already put the door on that door in the last episode. Fire. I'm going to need to scrap some things as well, I think. So we'll get a light, we dot them around and the light should come straight on. Yeah, perfect. I like to have all my electrics done before I start putting up my lights, but that's actually a 76 trait. In Fallout 4 I go and randomly place lights without them being on, and then I like to turn the electric on and watch them all come on across the settlement all at once. Sad, I know, but that's this is what I enjoy doing. Don't want a barrel inside. We don't want. I do like these barrels. I wish we had these barrels in Fallout 4. I think there's one in Hangman's Alley, and I think you can get them with the. I don't know whether you need the DLC and the USO mod or what, but anyway, I don't have them over there, and it must be something because I don't have the DLC. But I don't know if it actually comes with the DLC or not. I like these oil lanterns as well. They're nice. Fallout 76 building is very. You can't really go very scrappy with it at all. It has to be it's all very nice, very clean. I mean, okay, yeah, the walls and that are a bit dirty on the inside on these white walls on the brickwork, but really you can't have the scrappy effects you can get in Fallout 4. And I look forward to maybe when mods get introduced, when people can start adding things in like that, so that we can use them. I'm not clever enough to do it myself, but I'm sure there's people out there that will be doing it as soon as the modding scene comes about. Mind you, it looks like we're going to be paying for modding in 76, so I'm definitely going to do a couple more builds in 76. I can't promise when they're going to be. Do a couple more. I'll probably do them like this with a little bit of a let's build at the beginning. I'll try and do the videos the other way around, so the first one's a little bit longer, and then I can fit the tour on the end of the second one. It doesn't typically take longer than a couple of hours to build a settlement in Fallout 76. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll do a couple more builds, but then really I'm going to be quite quiet on the 76 front until the Wastelanders come out, because that's the next thing that's going to interest me on this. I've been waiting for it obviously to come out, hoping whether it'll improve some of the end game as well, something that we can do in 76. Obviously it's quite fun to run around with friends, but a lot of the time when I play on a night time when everyone's in bed, everyone's asleep, so I can't be stuck talking on the mic, so that kind of gets taken away from me in the way that I can't. I don't have that aspect of the game, which would be, obviously, is what a lot of people find what makes the game is the community and stuff. And obviously when you're not talking to people, you can send a quick message over text, but it's not quite the same as having a laugh while you're running around. And then yeah, so we're just placing different things down. We need to get all the workbenches in here. I need to put a little I need to put some supports up out here, so that'll get put up. We also need to put the some chairs out around this table. So there's a few things we've got to do. It's going to take us a while. It's a long old video, 52 minutes, long one for me. And we've got the I've got a drink next to me this time, so I've been smart enough to bring that up with us. It'll be just all little minor adjustments and different bits and pieces, getting things to fit. A lot of to do with Fallout 76 is to do with build order. You've got to be, everything's got to be in the right order, because if it's not, the bounding boxes on certain things work better when they're actually sat on the floor, and other things won't work at all when they're sat on the floor, and you need to place them second. So it's all just about having a little play around with what you've got and seeing how you can get things to move in closer to each other. So we can put that at the back there, and we do need to put the support beams on, so we'll take that out. And we'll pull that one out as well. Get it lined up nice, and everything seems to go quite neat. In Fallout 4 I kind of throw things down because it lends itself to that scrappy style, to not really worry how it gets, how it ends up getting placed. But when you're in Fallout 76, everything's so perfect really. All the little pieces, obviously you only get the 4 different types of walls, with the 2 with the windows in, 1 with the door in, and 1 with the one with just a plain wall, or you get the wood pieces which only have 1 variant with the window in. And you can't really mix and match, you can't group select, just like put things in certain places. You can play around with the foundations a little bit to make curved walls and different things like that. So Jug doing that for the first time, but that was a few months ago now. That was back when I was playing most of the time. I'm trying to get these to trying to get it to sit right so it covers over the corner, so I can drop the post in like I did with the metal support pillar. There we go. I'll finally get there. Trying to get that so I can get the floor in, but it just all seems to be clicking in the wrong place. Sorry guys, bit of a cough there. Still just playing around with it. And what I need to do is get that rectangular piece up above the light there and move it over, but I haven't done that yet. So we get this, move it over, there we go, sussed it out, move that over there, put that in, bang, and now we can snap to, oh, what's going on here? Oh, it's because they're all, it's not letting me take them out because it doesn't want anything floating. Perfect. Now it's not going to go in because of these little fence pieces, so I'm going to have to whip these fence pieces out. Again, it's all about the build order. Pain in the backside really, to be honest with you. The thing is, they changed it so that they didn't have the, you had to have things connected to stuff to stop things being floaty and less immersive, but everything can be snapped to a set of stairs. So it didn't stop the floaty structures being built in any way. The floaty structures that make absolutely no sense. So I want to get a little sofa in there. I'm going to go change this up and go for the red one. Yeah, I quite like this sofa. I use it quite a lot. I've always used it ever since I first started playing Fallout 4. That's been my favourite sofa. So I'm quite glad they brought it back over into this game. We've got some of the posters here from different events that have been going on with the scouts, and then we've got the sheep squatch coming. That one's got to go up, and then we'll also have the one for the party at the frat house. Can't remember what it was. It was to do with the DLC to do with the brewing, wasn't it? The brewing DLC. We need to get some stairs and some stairs. We need to get some drawers and stuff. Have a bit of storage over here as well. Bedside table. We can put an alarm clock on there. thing is with 76 is because obviously we can't decorate, we can't do any of that, even though, yes, okay, we can put things into display cases. It's not quite the same as being able to put things all over the sides and have books stacked up and magazines and drop things and put things down, and that got taken away because they had to put everything into bags. And I get that, they didn't want people just dropping thousands of items all over the floor and breaking the game, but it has taken away a big bit of making your settlement look lived in. Your settlement doesn't look, and I try to combat that with piling up boxes and crates, or the little pieces like the potted plants and things. I try and spot them about. I try and get anything that I can use to make a surface not look empty, you know, put some lights on it, or just something to try and I want to put a rug underneath this as well. I like to put a rug onto the side of the bed, but obviously it won't place anywhere. There we go. Upstairs, thank God I didn't put all the workbenches in yet, because I'd have been up the friggin' hill there to go and sort that out. All I wanted to do was get a rug dropped in. There we go. Now I can grab my bed, bring that back up here, and it just adds another little layer. I quite like using the rugs off to the side of the beds and different things like that. I'm going to have to move my bedside table, I think. Am I not? Am I going to get it in? Am I going to be lucky? Yes, I am. Oh, that's alright. Can't complain to that. So we'll get that, we'll put that back in front of the end of the bed. We can put a little put the chair there. I don't know why I'm moving that. What am I doing? There we go. Circle, get the soles back off that. And then we'll put the this rug downstairs. So we're going to actually go and do it now. It won't fit in there. I'll try and turn it around, put it in here now. Okay, we'll shut it downstairs. That'll doodle. Even though it's got the curved leg sides, it won't go quite up against that post, which would have been quite nice if it was wrapped around that post. We'll shut some of these electric little lights up. I've liked these from the beginning. Love my coffee, love my guns, so both of them go up straight away. And we get the cars one as well, I think. That one. Is it going to fit anywhere? No, let's come downstairs, let's put it somewhere up here. There we go. Find a nice little space for that as well. It's a shame on the wooden walls, it's quite hard to put things on because they do tend to float a little bit. So I try not to have to put anything on the wood walls, like the big pictures. But I do think they look nice as well, so I do like to do it. So it's a bit of like a conflict of interest, I suppose, there. So we're going to make around here in a little chemistry area, and I like exactly like I've done in the kitchen upstairs. I like to use them countertops, which are now in stash boxes, but I like to use those countertops to extend the counter from these. You see, I've the same ones that I've used for the counter there on the for the shop area. Get some boxes piled up in front of that. Break up the flat edges a little bit. So we'll put them in at different angles and stack them up. We can look believable. I like to think that looks believable. Got a weapons workbench that needs to go in here. Now, I was going to do that area as the toilet over there, but that soon changes because I need space for the power armor workbench. And I don't tend, like I said in the last episode, I don't tend to put toilets into camps or settlements. And I know a lot of people say, well, where are you going to go to the toilet? Whether your settler's going to go to the toilet? Well, if they do go to the toilet and do use the toilet, what plumbing they're using? Because there ain't no sewerage running from here. I ain't even put any sewerage in. It's a big old task that, you know. Digging down in the ground, putting pipes in, getting flowing water running through there, allowing all the stuff to get washed away. Then it has to be taken somewhere. It can't just come to a dead end, otherwise it'll block up more or less straight away. And then yeah, it's a big problem putting a toilet into a place where you have nowhere for it to go. You have no like pump house or anything pulling everything through. You have nothing. And obviously we don't want to drop it straight into the water. We've got the water purifiers there, and this is more of a lake, this little bit of water as well, so we can't be just dropping it in there. We might last a couple of months before it goes all the water's all infected and full of disease. It probably wouldn't even be that long before it would be undrinkable. Doesn't matter what your purifier is doing, because that'd be all clogged up. Disgusting. So we'll stick with a little portaloo. We can easily clean that out. We can take it out into the woods and bury it. Done. Done and done. And that's the best you're going to get. I mean, really, best option would be just going in a bucket, although it doesn't seem like the best option now because we have toilets, but really, best option is a bucket. You'll be buried straight away. Last thing you want to be doing is, you don't have the chemicals in a portaloo, and you've got to empty out a portaloo. No, thank you. So we'll put a little stash box there. We're going to put the enough about the toilet habits of the settlers, I guess. So we're going to get rid of some of these walls. We've got to delete some stuff. Our budget is getting full quite regularly, so we need to deal with that. Little mat at the bottom of the stairs before you go up. Just have a little clean of the feet. Then we can get rid of the rugs, we can get rid of the floors. We keep them little thin floors, however, because we might need them for posting or whatever. We can deal with that later. Purifier, we've already got our purifiers outside and they're wired up, so we don't need that. These posts, have we got posts? No, we've not got posts on these walls yet. So I need to take out... Oh, did that just click in there? I thought I'd seen that click in. Definitely, yeah, there we go. So I didn't even need to take the fence posts out on the front. The fence, the fences was affecting it at the front, wouldn't allow me to actually put them in. But hey ho, oh hold on, no, it wouldn't let me actually put it down, would it not? Fair enough. Right, perfect. So that goes on there. Then the fence needs to go around after that. Just having a little look through my stored menu. And what we got? Anything or anything? There we go. No. I think I do end up going for them shorter ones eventually, because I get give up looking for them. Because I don't tend to just keep going and going, you see. Oh, classic me, that. I won't look for something forever. If I can't find it, I'm moving on. I'm not really that fussed about it being them. I've got them round the front. I can scrap them off. Get rid of them. I need to put in the post over this side. Yeah, I just realised, I think. So I've got to move that over so that I can get the... Oh, that'll be ideal. I could click it like that and it would have worked. But I haven't. I've done that and I'm going to move the thinner one over. Now I didn't notice in my haste to get going with the build. I obviously didn't realise that had happened, but that is exactly what I could have done. I could have clicked that halfway, another half again over, and that would have then been in the centre for the drop on the post. It would have worked, but oh well. Put that there. Drop our post in. Might need to remove that fence. I'm not sure if this fence, these littler fences, fight the post going in or not. I'm not sure. Let's have a little look. Is it going to snap in there? Nah, yeah, you're going to have to get rid of the fence. Move that out of the way. Yeah, it's not what's the problem, mate. It's not what the problem is. Yeah, get rid of that. There we go. Now drop the fence pole, the post in. Sorry. And there we go. That's sorted. Now we can put our little fence back in. If I don't get distracted by something else. Yep, I did. Straight in here with the armor workbench. Again, when I'm working in this stored menu, I just see something and I'm like, oh yeah, I can put that down now. Oh yeah, I can put that down now, and I just lose track of what I'm doing. Do it in most of my builds, to be honest. I just move on to doing the next thing, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't finish that. Better go back, I better sort that out. So we're going to need little shelves. It'd be nice if we could put some tools and stuff on them, but we can't, sadly. But we do have the slash box of the toolboxes, so we can put them about, dot them about in there. We've got to put a little trash bin in out here with the, just to fill up some area, make it feel more cluttered, more lived in. Obviously we would be able to do that with junk decorating normally, but we can't do it. We can only put the display cases about. Forgetting what I'm trying to say there. So we need the vending machines, get them dropped in. The stash box is going to get in the way, I'm going to have to move that. Get that out of the way, perfect. Drop in my vendor. Excellent. Oh, yeah, no, maybe, don't know. We get, here we go, perfect. And go back to doing our fences now that we've come across them. Move on over here. Perfect. Straight in. Fenced all the way around. Excellent. Can't complain. And then, yeah, we've got to get this desk in here, so, yeah, more just decorating about and things like that. So my idea is I want to have inside here as my little workshop, I want to have a little desk that I can work at with a few plants on it, just to make it look like there's something on there. Would have been nice to put a little reading light on there as well. Again, I'm trying to put this in here. If I could get that to drop in there, have a ramp going up, but it just won't go in. The best way to do that is to put start with the foundation from the top. Before I built all of this, I should have put the foundation at the top of there, and then use that foundation to bring steps down to the settlement, to the camp, sorry, and then built my sound foundations off the bottom of the steps. That would have been the best way to deal with it. So I'm just trying to break up this front end, so I'm using some of the stuff I've got. I can put these concrete pieces in here. It's just to change up the visual variety of what I'm actually building within the settlement. I'm trying to break it up a little bit. So I'll get this on here. I've got to move that stash box again. I put it down first thing, and one of the first things I put down in here, and it just seems to get in the way all the time. I think I have to move it again in a minute. I might even just end up storing it back up. So we put another concrete thing across here. Then we're going to put another little counter across the back. It's quite straight really for just quickly shutting it down, which is just lucky. Sometimes you have to move them about. We want to put a little table, but this little table we're going to put out the... Are we going to put it out here? Yeah, we're going to have a little table and chairs out here for any customers that are coming. Maybe they buy some food and drink out the vendor, and they can sit down and have a... and chill out, and they can cook it up on the... They can go upstairs and cook. I'm not fussed. Quite a friendly place. We like to help out all the passers-by. Again, I'm going to try and put these stairs in, and they actually will snap in there, so that actually worked out quite well. I've been trying to do something with that side for ages now. And then... yeah, I want to have a little seat out here so I can relax. So it's going to be, this one's going to be for my desk. Nice soft comfy chair. And then it's just a case of filling it up with all the little tables and shelves and things. And I do put shelves across the front of here, but I actually change it up for doing that. I thought I might have put the shelves across there first, but I thought I'd put them across and then I'd take them out and I'd put the display cases across the front. I must have just gone straight for display cases. This is the first time I've built since the display cases have come out. So it was oh yeah, hold on a minute, I have display cases. I forgot about that. Quite a nice little add-on. It's a shame that some of the masks and stuff that I end up putting in them, they stick out the top of the glass, and I haven't really got anything prepared to actually use the display cases. And the fact that the display cases not only use build limit themselves, but then everything you put on them uses build limit as well. They're not... I don't know if they warrant that much space. I don't know if there weren't that much space. They have worked quite well in here though, so we'll see them when we get them put in. So I've got to move this light back again. Constantly moving lights around. Get that in there, light up this back end. And we got a little table to put in there as well. Got to put a little bin on the front. Actually, we're going to put that down on that side. We're going to end up moving this flamingo. It's quite nice how that sunk into the ground instead of sitting on top of it. That was quite a nice little surprise, because usually this stuff sits on top and then looks all floaty on the sides and stuff, but because that front end sunk into the mud, it actually worked out quite nice. I'm going to scrap a couple of things off as well. I like to variate my seats. Didn't used to, but I do now. I like the look of that, as if they've just scavenged any seat that they can find rather than finding full sets. And again, it's just more about putting little bits of clutter around, lighting up different areas, making it quite bright and inviting this way, which will be quite dark on a night, so we'll put a light back here. Especially when you're working with chemistry, with the chems and all that sort of stuff, you don't want to be spilling acid or whatever the hell you're using. You don't want to be spilling that on yourself, so you need to be well lit. More things to attract attention to the shop. We've still got that welcome home sign up there, all well lit up. We've got some plants that we're going to put in, give it a little bit of colour in this place. So we'll dot a couple of them around. If I can get it to actually go in. See, it's a little green and there's no reason for it not to go. Sometimes this game, man, sometimes it winds me up. It's quite nice there. This one can go outside. And now we're not putting the one outside yet. Running round, yeah, we're going to put this one in here. I like to do this with the chemistry workstation. I've done it up on the kitchen upstairs as well. This is just perfect height, and these things slide so close and so well up to the chemistry workbench, which is actually got quite a big bounding box on it, so it shouldn't really, but it does. Most things won't actually go up next to that side of the chemistry station, I find anyway. I'll put the newspapers on this side. Get our Walt boys pointing down, letting people know that that they're welcome to enter the store. Don't like that one with the hat, because the hat has no business standing on the top of that piece of card. It would just fall off, so I don't like to use that one. So I'll change them out. Got the two Walt boys on either side. Need to scrap these off. Create myself some more space. Thinking about putting them in the middle here, aren't I? Can't remember the direction. I'll just scrap them off. That can be scrapped off as well. That can be got rid of. That can be got rid of. Got another workbench there, we don't really need that. We've already got one of them built. Fairly good for lights. It's more just me doing a little bit of inventory management, getting rid of some stuff that we just don't need now. I want to start building some stuff rather than using stuff that I already have. This light's going to end up upstairs. Oh, if I can get through the door anyway. Come on up here and we'll put this above the table area, right on this corner there. There we go. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Just a little light in the centre there. Mind you, the actual pictures and the posters that are given off the lights, they give off quite a lot of light. Especially when it's in such a small build like this. Just going through things now, seeing if there's anything else I can place, anything else I can put anywhere. I've got a gun rack there, that's again another little display case that's new to me. I didn't even realise I had it, so that was quite nice to find out. Then I've got these display cases, and I'm like, oh, this is when I start thinking to myself, oh, I can start using display cases here actually. So I think, oh, I'm going to shot a couple along the front of the shop counter here. That worked out quite nice. I think it looks quite smart. And then we fill in this end part with a bit of a new stand there as well. And they've got the heavy gun racks as well, which is quite nice. I might use them in the future. I haven't used them on this build though. I want the second vendor machine in there. But I don't think it's going to fit without me moving that stash box. So this is where that stash box and the light has to come out and get out of the way. Get out of the way. Make room, man. There you go. Now it's still the stash box, mate. Still the stash box. That's the problem. Actually, you can leave that stash box in. Oh yeah, it works. Perfect. I actually leave the stash box in. I thought I removed that and moved it inside. It must be another stash box. That's exactly the same that I put inside. I've already recorded the tour of this place. And So get the table in there. Inside here is looking quite well done now. Quite like that little that spindle table there, where they would have the roll of wire around it normally. Quite liked it. It's cool. But I don't have it. I've not got it unlocked, so I couldn't use it. Do have some of the fashion art decorations, but I haven't used them on this build. Put a clock up above the door. I've done that on quite a few of my builds as well. I don't know whether in the next one I might just do the build video and not talk through the decorating video, because I don't really have much to say. There's not much I can talk about decorating. It's basically just placing things. There's no using a pillar glitch or no using the stairs as a glitch or the rug glitch to actually put the pieces into specific places. It's just a case of getting things and putting them down. There's not really much to talk about on them. So what I might do in the next one, I think I've learnt that from this, I might do the build. I'll do the actual build of the structure, then I will record the tour at the end once I've decorated, and I'll just decorate it, because I think the decoration here, it's like nearly twice as long as the one where I was actually doing the building, yet I'm just talking nonsense, to be honest with you. Everyone knows how to decorate. I'm sure you can. I mean, the few different things that I had that I don't see in a lot of people's builds is the stacking of the boxes, then crates and things like that. And I really think that adds something to the settlement. And a lot of people ask me, why have you got so many stash boxes? No, it's not because I need so many stash boxes. It's like that makes that area look more lived in. Like I've got stuff stored up rather than having 1,000 things in that little stash box. I like to think in my head canon that they're actually scattered between all the boxes, and even though all of them I'm only looking in one box, that symbolises me looking in any of the boxes in which I own. It's not a case of me only having the one box. I've got boxes piled up everywhere, full of the stuff that I've scavenged and got throughout the wasteland, throughout Appalachia. We've got all of the it's a bit annoying, this computer as well, because it's so fat, so thick. It's quite pain to find a place, but it actually fits quite nicely there next to that place. So again, the thing about the toilet, and I use this portaloo when I get it put up here, right near the tree. We'll put a little barrel next to it, flaming barrel, and that'll get rid of the smells, help us deal with the smells a little bit better. See if I can put any other little signs anywhere, and I think I do get one down here. Just all the things that I've scavenged from around the wasteland. Just trying to think of anything else that I can put in to this area to make it look more cluttered. And obviously the thing with Fallout 4 is you've got the settlers, and the settlers, they do get caught on things, they do walk into things, they do bang into things, and they can't really path very well, so you've got to think about pathing. However, we're in 76 at the moment, we're just dealing with other players, and players can path a lot better. Players can squeeze through smaller gaps, and they can they don't worry about, they don't get just start running into the wall like a mindless fool. So you know, I can make this nice and cluttered in here. It's just again a shame I can't junk decorate. Put that shelf there. I do not really like to use the really clean things like that, but there you go, that one fits in there alright. I'm not sure if that's a display case. I don't think it is, but it probably should be. It'd be quite easy to display things in there. Quite nice, goes quite high as well. And then I realised that I'd bought these with the atoms that I've earned. I haven't paid for any atoms yet. I've just been earning them as I go. So on this side, it sits quite nicely and it sinks in. It doesn't look floaty. It doesn't look like a problem. And then once we come around the other side, it doesn't sink in at all. I just cannot get it to not be floating. Let's try this one, but this one's obviously bigger, so it's not going to go in. It would have been nice if these sunk into the ground a little bit. But I'm trying to just put a small little defensive wall, nothing too major, just something to buy me a little bit of time if I need it. If the settlement's under attack, they tend to attack the any defences first before they start attacking things like the water purifier and that. So if they can go in, they can attack them. That'll buy me a little bit of time. That's why I haven't bought the White Spring stuff, because it's all just too clean. It's all just too clean. In post-apocalypse, I don't believe there would be anything too clean. And I think that you'd be getting stuff from nearby where you were. I don't think you'd be dragging something all the way up here from the White Spring, halfway across the state, just to have it in your camp. I just can't see it. I mean, unless you have a Brahmin that you can use to carry all the stuff for you. Or maybe they have a delivery service with them robots, I suppose. The robots can come and deliver the furniture over to your settlement. Got to set up supply lines with them robots. Oh yeah, there's that slash post that I was getting mixed up with. I tried put it in here, but nothing will seem to go under these stairs. And it just sticks out too far, so I don't bother with it. I move it. I can see from here it's just going to stick out too far. I can't get it in. Even when it goes green, it says I can't place it because of the stairs. So I have a little look around, and underneath there, underneath the eye test, that'll do. People can come in, they can use the stash box. Not that we needed it, we have got stash boxes everywhere, but they're decoration, man. So we won that out of Nuclear Winter. Not a big fan of Nuclear Winter because I don't really like PvP, but give it a go. Got to try everything once. Not really for me. But I did manage to get that. I don't know how many I got the yellow one as well. Can't remember. It was when it very first came out. And then this is when I realised I don't have any of the chairs with the I only have the piano, but the camp's just too small to be having a piano sat in it. Think about the rocking horse outside, but I've already got them out here. Put another one in, why not? You get a little lamp out here as well. A little fern outside, makes it nice to give it a little bit of colour because we've got a lot of wood out here. We can dot some radios about, but we won't turn them on because we don't going to get monetised. But I think we'd have a couple of radios about since we have no TV. However, with the TVs, I like to think that in settlements where I would put a TV, or I do put a TV, maybe in Fallout 4 more so, I like to think that the holotapes could have video data on them, and they could have surely they've got to have films have been going for years and years and years. They've got to have films. They'll be making new films and stuff, and maybe they were all on holotapes and there's a way of loading them into the TV, because if there was an apocalypse, I've got thousands of DVDs. If there was an apocalypse, our DVDs aren't going to be broken, are they? And if you're trying to chill out and relax, I'm sure you can find that sort of thing around to watch. I know there's no live broadcast of the TV, but when there's no one watching it, which is typically when you see the TV, it's just stuck on that broadcast channel, but that's because no one's actually playing a holotape at the time. I like to think the holotapes are what they use the TVs for, and that then doesn't render the TVs pointless. It's quite nice to have the TV on. I don't think I could live without the TV, to be quite honest with you. Some candles outside as well. Quite like the glow of them candles. I do wish that I had the candles with the glow and all that, and the gas lamps and all that sort of stuff. I wish I had them in Fallout 4, to be honest. I do need to get the Wasteland Workshop DLC just so I can have some more stuff for my settlements over there. I'm using the USO on that at the moment. Now I'm just going through my my menus and saying, oh, I've got some of these stored, oh, I've got some of these stored, and just randomly putting stuff down, trying to fill in space. And the more you do that, the more cluttered it gets, the more lived in I feel it gets. It would be, like you say, it would be nice if we could drink decorate, but we can't, so I make up for that by just putting literally as many things as I can down inside a small space. Building small, but decorating big. I had a nice little happy accident with this little gun turret here. It sits perfectly onto there, which is good. And then I think, you know what? I've got these on this side. I'll come do it around here. Will it sit on it? Nah, of course it won't. Oh no, get attacked. Excellent. Get out that sledgehammer and take out these dogs. Already been gunned down. Brahmin pushing me about. Grab the meat. Can't believe I didn't delete this bit out. Actually, if I had deleted this bit out, I'd have probably fitted the tour on the end of this. So yeah, live and learn. You got to watch them videos back. So this is what we got so far. I'm going to put them try and put that turret over there again, I think. Oh no, another dog. And you got knocked the fuck out. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to try and put these turrets on here. And I just can't get it to sit. Or do it? Oh no, it won't actually sit. on it. It won't, even though it goes green, it won't let me do it. It let me do it on the other side, but it won't let me do it over here, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because they're a little bit floaty at the bottom, maybe. But I can't work out why it sits on it over there, but it won't over here. It sits on top of there nicely, though, so I won't complain of that. That gives us a bit of a height advantage on this side, because undoubtedly that machine gun turret will get taken out, the one that's on the floor. They always do. They get taken out really easily. They struggle to even get a shot off before they realise that something's there and is attacking them. Again, trying to change up the boxes that I'm putting there, so I'll be alright sat in front. I'm going to need that. It's getting less and less on the stored menu here. A couple more radios. Dot them around so things can be piled up. Put in our sign for the other side. A little bit of build menu left. So then we'll start putting stuff in. I have a little look through what I've got here that I can put into the display cases, and I did want to put the Fashion Parade hats in there. And I tried to put I think it's a Brahmin skull, or it might be the sheep squatch skull. I tried to put that in, but half of it just sticks through the glass, so it just looks mental. Which was the problem with these display cases. You can't put everything you want to put in them. You have to put really small things in them. Oh well. Take it all off. Right then, guys, that'll be the end of this one. We'll decorate it up a little bit, and the next one will be the tour. I'll put the tour up tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow. The tour will be up. If you've liked what you've seen, I'm sorry this one's been a little bit of a drag out, a bit of a there wasn't much for me to talk about, like I say, because of obviously the actual settlement build. The actual building is a lot more interesting for me to talk over. So I think what I'm going to do in future ones is I'll do the build. I'll actually do the actual build, and then we will I'll do the decorating separately, and then I'll bring you back for a tour the next day or whatever, or the day after. Well, thank you for watching. If you like what you've seen, please hit the like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe, help me grow the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Other than that, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.